What if I told you that long before most people begin to notice visible changes in their appearance or memory, something much quieter is already happening in the body? In many cases, the first place where strength and stability begin to shift is in the legs. And this change rarely announces itself in a dramatic way. It often starts so subtly that it's easy to overlook. You might notice that your legs feel a little heavier after a short walk. Standing in the kitchen for a bit longer than usual may leave you feeling tired. Or perhaps you've started holding onto the railing when going up the stairs, even though you never needed to before. These small signals are often brushed aside. Many people assume they are just part of getting older. But I recommend paying closer attention, because these changes can reflect deeper shifts happening inside the body. In many cases, circulation begins to slow down, communication between nerves and muscles becomes less efficient, and recovery after movement takes a bit longer than it used to. Here's something important to understand. The foods you choose each day can either support these systems or gradually make them less efficient. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 simple fruits that can help support circulation, nourish your nerves, and maintain strength in your leg muscles as the years go by. These are everyday foods, but when used consistently, they can make a meaningful difference in how steady and confident you feel on your feet. Before we begin, if you find this kind of information helpful, consider subscribing and turning on notifications so you don't miss future videos designed with you in mind. And if you're watching right now, you can let me know by typing one in the comments. Let's begin with the first fruit, blueberries. Many people believe that leg weakness begins in the muscles themselves, but in reality, one of the most common underlying factors is reduced circulation. When blood flow to the legs becomes less efficient, muscles receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients. Over time, this can lead to quicker fatigue, reduced endurance, and a noticeable decline in stability. Even simple daily activities can start to feel more demanding than they used to. This is where blueberries can quietly support your body. Blueberries contain natural compounds that give them their deep color. These compounds help support the flexibility of blood vessels, allowing them to respond more effectively. When blood vessels can expand and relax properly, circulation improves. This is especially important for the lower body, where blood has to travel further against gravity. Better circulation means your leg muscles receive more of what they need to function well. This can support walking endurance and help your body recover more comfortably after activity. There's another layer to this as well. As the years go by, the body often experiences low levels of ongoing internal stress. This can interfere with how nerves communicate with muscles. When that communication becomes less precise, coordination can feel slightly off, and balance may not feel as steady. Blueberries can help support the body's natural ability to maintain a more balanced internal environment, which in turn helps preserve smoother communication between your brain and your muscles. Now, here's what really matters in practice. It's not about eating a large amount once in a while. What tends to be more helpful is consistency. A simple habit is to include a small portion of blueberries each day. About half a cup to 1 cup is a practical range for most people. Fresh berries are excellent, but frozen ones are just as useful and often easier to keep on hand. One of the easiest ways to include them is in the morning. You can add them to oatmeal, yogurt, or a simple breakfast bowl. Another option is blending them into a smoothie with ingredients like unsweetened milk alternatives, seeds, or leafy greens. This creates a balanced combination that supports multiple systems in the body. If you're making any changes to your routine and you're taking medications, I recommend simply mentioning it during your next check-in with a healthcare professional, just to stay on the safe side. Strong legs are not just about muscle size. They depend on circulation, communication between nerves, and the body's ability to stay balanced internally. Blueberries gently support all 3. But circulation is only one part of the picture. Let's move to the second fruit, which supports something just as important: the minerals your muscles rely on to function smoothly. Bananas. There's a moment many people recognize. You're walking through your home, or getting out of bed, and suddenly, your calf tightens unexpectedly. It can feel like the muscle has become stiff without warning. Situations like this are often not just about muscle strength. In many cases, they reflect an imbalance in the minerals your body uses to control muscle movement. Your muscles operate through a precise signaling system. Each step you take involves messages traveling from your brain through your nerves to your muscles. For this system to work properly, your body needs the right balance of key minerals. One of the most important of these is potassium. Bananas are a simple and reliable source of this mineral. Potassium helps regulate how muscle cells contract and relax. When levels are not optimal, muscles may tighten more than they should or have difficulty relaxing, which can lead to discomfort or fatigue. This becomes especially relevant over time, as certain common medications can influence mineral balance in the body. Bananas also provide nutrients that support communication between nerves and muscles. This becomes increasingly important for maintaining coordination and smooth movement. When signals between your brain and your muscles are clear and well-timed, walking feels more natural and stable. Now let's talk about how to use this in a practical way. Consistency matters more than quantity. For many people, 1 banana per day is a simple and effective habit. You can have it in the morning, either on its own or paired with something that contains protein, like yogurt or a handful of nuts. This combination helps provide steady energy. Another helpful approach is to have a small portion after light activity, such as a walk. This can support your body as it restores balance after movement. If you're mindful of blood sugar levels, you can adjust the portion. Even half a banana combined with other foods can be a balanced option. Strong legs rely on more than just muscle. They depend on minerals, nerve signals, and consistent energy. Bananas support all of these quietly and effectively. But minerals are only one piece of the puzzle. Next, we'll look at a fruit that supports how your body manages internal stress and helps your muscles feel more comfortable and flexible over time. Avocados. Many people notice that over time, their legs begin to feel a bit more stiff or slower to recover after activity. It's often assumed this is simply part of aging, but in many cases, there is something happening beneath the surface. I recommend looking at how the body manages internal stress and recovery. As the years go by, the body can develop a low-level imbalance that affects muscles, joints, and even the nerves that guide movement. When this balance is off, muscles may feel tighter, less flexible, and slower to bounce back after daily activity. This is where avocados can be very helpful. Avocados contain healthy fats that support the structure of your cells. This includes muscle cells and nerve cells. When these cells are well supported, they are better able to function efficiently. Nutrients move in more easily, and waste products are cleared out more effectively. This is especially important for muscles that are used throughout the day. Another benefit is that avocados help the body maintain a more stable internal environment. Instead of acting like a quick solution, they support the body's natural ability to stay balanced. This can help muscles feel more comfortable and responsive over time. Avocados also provide important minerals that contribute to muscle coordination and nerve signaling. These help your muscles contract and relax in a more controlled and stable way. If you've ever felt your legs become slightly unsteady after standing for a while, improving this internal balance can make a noticeable difference. Using avocados doesn't require anything complicated. A simple approach is to include about half of an avocado with a meal several times per week. You might add it to toast in the morning, include it in a salad at lunch, or pair it with a balanced dinner. Another easy option is to mash it with a bit of lemon and use it as a spread. Because avocados are naturally rich, moderation is key. A small portion is enough to provide meaningful support. Strong legs rely not only on circulation and minerals, but also on how well the body maintains balance and recovery. Avocados support that environment quietly and consistently. Now let's move to the next fruit, which focuses again on circulation, but in a slightly different way. Oranges. Have you ever noticed that your legs feel unusually tired after what should be a simple activity? Sometimes this isn't about strength alone. It can be related to how efficiently your body delivers oxygen and nutrients where they're needed. Over time, blood vessels may become less flexible. When this happens, circulation may not be as efficient as it once was. This can lead to quicker fatigue and slower recovery. Oranges can support this process in a gentle but meaningful way. They provide nutrients that help maintain the structure and function of blood vessels. When blood vessels are supported, they are better able to expand and allow blood to flow smoothly. This helps deliver oxygen and nutrients to your muscles more effectively. When muscles receive what they need, they can produce energy more efficiently. This may translate into feeling more comfortable during walks and daily activities. Oranges also contribute to the strength of connective tissues that help stabilize your joints. These tissues support your knees, hips, and ankles, which all play a role in maintaining balance. In terms of practical use, whole fruit is usually the better option. Eating an orange in its natural form provides fiber, which helps maintain steady energy levels. A simple habit is to include one orange during the day, perhaps in the afternoon, when energy tends to dip. You can also add slices to a meal, such as a salad, to create a balanced combination of nutrients. If needed, the fruit can be cut into smaller pieces to make it easier to enjoy. As with everything we've discussed, consistency is what makes the difference. Healthy circulation is one of the foundations of strong and steady legs. Oranges help support that foundation. Now, let's move to the final fruit, which plays a key role in maintaining steady energy and supporting the systems that guide movement. Apples. Here's something many people don't immediately consider. The way your body manages energy can have a direct effect on how your legs feel and function. When energy levels fluctuate too much, muscles may feel tired more quickly, and coordination can become less consistent. Apples can help support a more stable pattern. They contain a type of fiber that slows the release of energy after eating. This helps avoid sharp rises and drops, allowing your body to maintain a more steady level throughout the day. When energy is stable, your muscles are able to work more consistently, especially during activities like walking or standing. Apples also provide plant compounds that support overall balance in the body, including the systems that affect circulation and communication between nerves and muscles. Another important point is digestion. A healthy digestive system plays a role in how the body manages internal balance. Apples help support this through their natural fiber content. When digestion is supported, the body is better able to maintain the systems that keep movement smooth and coordinated. For practical use, keeping the skin on the apple is beneficial, as that's where much of the fiber is found. A simple habit is to eat one apple during the day, often as a replacement for more processed snacks. You can pair it with a small amount of nuts or a spread like peanut butter to create a more balanced option. Another approach is adding sliced apples to a warm breakfast, which can make them easier to digest while still providing their benefits. As always, consistency matters more than doing everything perfectly. Each of the fruits we've discussed supports your legs in a different way. Some help circulation, others support minerals, internal balance, or steady energy. But the real benefit comes from how they work together over time. Let's bring this all together. The small daily choices that shape your future strength. One of the most important things to understand is that changes in the body rarely happen all at once. They tend to develop gradually. Strength, balance, and stability are influenced by what we do consistently over time. Your legs rely on several systems working together: muscles, nerves, circulation, and energy balance. When one area becomes less efficient, the others have to compensate. Over time, this can make everyday movements feel more demanding. But there is another path. When you consistently support your body with the right nutrients, you create an environment where these systems can continue to function more effectively. This helps maintain strength, stability, and confidence in movement. The fruits we've talked about are not quick fixes. They are simple tools that support your body's natural processes. When used regularly, they help your muscles, nerves, and circulation continue working together in a more balanced way. The most important step is simply to begin. Small, consistent habits can make a meaningful difference over time. They support your ability to stay active, independent, and confident in your daily life. If you found this helpful, you can share your thoughts in the comments. I always find it valuable to hear what stood out to you. And if you'd like more content like this, you're welcome to subscribe so you don't miss future videos. Thank you for spending this time here.